This is my Zeahlot Ultimate Iron Man, Sir Zeahlot. I'll be attempting to take on the Chambers of Xeric and the Fortis Colosseum, all while staying within Zeah. I'll have access to Great Kourend, the Kebos Lowlands, and the Kingdom of Varlamore. My knowledge of Zeah is not that great in comparison to the mainland, and I know next to nothing about Varlamore. I've also never played an Ultimate Iron Man before, so this should be interesting. This is Sir Zeahlot. Alright, we are in Arceus because I want to get 43 prayer for overhead so that I can do the Twilight's Promise quest, as well as some other things that I have planned for the future. And you may be asking, why are you in Arceus if you want to train prayer? Well, let me introduce you to the Adept Reanimation spell on the Arceus spellbook. This spell requires level 41 magic, which conveniently is the level I got last episode, and it can be used on certain ensouled heads to reanimate the creature. Killing the reanimated creature will grant prayer XP depending on which head you're using, and you can get these heads by killing that type of creature that you want to reanimate, and the one we're going to be focusing on is the ensouled giant's head. These heads will give me 650 prayer XP each and can be dropped by hill giants at a rate of 1 in 25. Hill giants also drop big bones, which can be buried for 15 prayer XP each, which means that if I average an ensouled head every 25 kills, I should need to kill roughly 1,100 hill giants to get level 43 prayer from a mixture of big bones and ensouled heads. Adept Reanimation requires 4 body runes, 3 nature runes, and 1 soul rune per cast. We got some nature runes from the big frogs last episode, so we're here in Arceus to buy the body and soul runes. Soul runes are quite expensive, they are 420 GP per rune, but if we get head drops on rate, then we should only need around 44 soul runes to complete this grind. We will be killing hill giants at the giant pit west of Shazian, and I can actually cast Reanimate without needing to go to the Dark Altar, as long as I do so in a 31 by 31 tile area from where the head is dropped. This area has a safe spot, so I'll be choosing to use range for this grind. I'll need to be on the Arceus spellbook, so I can't use standard magic spells, and I won't be using melee yet because I kind of like to get a rune scimitar before I start training, and it also just sort of seems silly not to use the safe spot if there is one. So we're going to start by purchasing probably 20 soul runes for now. We can come back for more later, but I don't want to waste my money on souls if I'm not going to use them all. I'm going to hop worlds to do this as well because they're super expensive and I don't have a ton of cash, so we'll probably buy just a couple each world. So I'll go and do that now. We'll switch to the Arceus spellbook and I'll see you when we get to hill giants. So we're here at hill giants and I found the safe spot, and we are just going to be doing this, picking up the big bones and getting the ensouled heads when they drop and then reanimating them. I'm going to try and not get hit picking up these bones too much. That'd be awkward, but this is what we're going to be doing. We are going to be using the maple shortbow. Unfortunately, I could make a U or a magic shortbow, but that would require a lot of fletching to get the level. Just to get a U shortbow, I would actually need level 65 fletching, and if I do that by making iron arrows, I'm going to need to make around 72,000 iron arrows, which is just going to take longer than the prayer grind with a maple shortbow, to be honest. So that is a grind I'm not looking forward to. We will have to do it in the future to get ourselves a U and a magic shortbow, but not just yet. We're just going to focus on getting this prayer XP. Hey, we have got our first ensouled giant head. Let's pick that up and we can now reanimate it. So actually that's going to be 22 prayer just from the big bones. Very nice coming in. But let's take this ensouled head and essentially 50 combat as well. Keep getting interrupted. Let me speak. As long as I now reanimate this within a 31 tile area from where this hill giant died, I don't actually need to go to the Dark Altar. So I don't know quite where it's going to spawn or where we're going to save spot it. But if we reanimate this head now, it's going to spawn right there. Can I sort of run here to save spot this maybe? I don't want to get hit by this if possible. Yeah, that looks like a nice little safe spot as well for reanimating, so that actually works really, really well for us. And we are actually 666 prayer XP away from a level, so this won't quite get us the level, but it will get us very, very close. And these are going to be huge little boosts to training our prayer in between burying the big bones. So 650 prayer XP, and yeah, we're just basically going to carry on killing these hill giants. And I'm running a little bit low on bronze arrows, but because we are just here, I can just run to the archery shop here in Shazian just to restock on arrows whenever I need to. So we're going to be staying here until we get level 43 prayer. We just got a giant's key drop, which is interesting to see, but we can't actually use them, unfortunately, because we cannot get to where Obor's lair is. And we have actually just got a genie random as well. So I am going to be using this lamp on Slayer, and that is going to be level 18 Slayer, slowly climbing up there. let's continue on with the prayer grind. We are just doing a little farm run here in between killing hill giants for their bones and heads, and we are just about to get level 24 Herblore there. A quick update on the installed head situation. We have currently killed 273 hill giants, and we have only had 7 installed heads. If we were getting them on rate, we should have had about 10 to 11 by now, so hopefully the RNG balances out more the more we kill them. We are up to level 50 range and level 30 prayer, as well as 47 HP. So I am just going to turn the rest of these potions into anti-poisons and we will go back to hill giants. We just got our first ever longbone on the account. I don't think I can actually do anything with this because I can't go and take it and hand it in for construction XP. I think I'm just going to bury it. We got another ensouled head, and this one is a fairly important one actually, because it means that we will get a prayer level here. And that is going to be level 34. That means we can use the Incredible Reflexes prayer. That means we've now unlocked all of the melee prayers that we can ever use. We have Steel Skin, we have Ultimate Strength, and Incredible Reflexes. Now, I can't use Chivalry or Piety, so these are going to be the best melee boosting prayers that I have access to on the account. Just doing another farming run here, and I have actually found out that instead of having to steal pineapples or jangoberries or whatever from the fruit stalls, I can actually just go up to the charter ships here at Port Piscarius and buy 15 pineapples. They're like 5 GP each. So to fill a small bin, it cost me like 75 GP. So I've been filling this one and the big one in the farming guild as well. So just thought I'd update you guys that I have figured out how to get super compost easier, and I will be stocking up on it every time I do a farm run. And the bone log is now completed. We've got the curved bone as well. Absolutely useless. We will be burying that. And I just missed a level, but we did just get level 37 prayer. That is going to unlock Protect from Magic, the first of the overhead prayers that we're going to be going for. We've killed 587 hill giants, and we've only received 22 ensouled heads, so we are running pretty dry on the drop rate, but at the end of the day, it does just mean I'm going to get more range levels at the end of this grind. We came to Arceus because I ran out of soul runes, so I've just restocked on a 10 more of those, and I came up to finish the rest of the heads I had at the Dark Altar. We're now going to go and kill some unicorns to turn the rest of these Marantil potions into anti-poisons, because we are very close to a Herblore level, and then we'll be heading back to hill giants. There's level 25 Herblore coming in. We can now clean ran our weeds, and we are 1 level away from being able to use these Harrowlanders to make ourselves some energy potions. We just got a genie random, so we're going to put this lamp on Slayer, and that is actually going to get us to level 19 Slayer. And there is level 40 prayer. We can now use the Protect from Ranged overhead, and we have 3 more prayer levels to go until we can use Protect from Melee. We are 402 XP away from level 43 prayer, so we are going to use this final cast of reanimation on this giant's head, and that is going to get us level 43 prayer. We can now use all of the protection prayers. That's Protect from Melee unlocked, and I now feel a lot more confident going into the Twilight's Promise quest. We have killed a total of 1,199 hill giants, and we have got a total of 42 ensouled giants heads. So the drop rate was actually pretty good. It evened out there in the end a little bit, and hopefully we can do enough damage to actually defeat the Knight of Varlamore. So let's go and do the quest. Okay, it is time to try and defeat this Knight of Varlamore. We have an adamant scimitar and a maple shortbow, so let's see what we can do here. So this guy, we need to attack with 2 different combat styles, and I believe after every 4 hits, then we are going to need to switch weapons because he will start praying against us. It doesn't look like we're doing very much damage at all here. This might be a slight problem, but we'll see how this goes. I also don't have any prayer pots, so if this takes longer than the amount of prayer I have, this could also be an issue. We may need to grab magic, because it doesn't look like we're doing very much damage at all here. The hits are starting to come in a little bit more, though, to be fair. I think it's going to be very, very close. I do have some lobsters once my prayer drops, but I don't know how hard he's going to be able to hit me, is the only thing I'm a bit concerned about. So we've got a hit points level as well there. That will help us a tiny, tiny bit. Okay, our prayers drop now. Let's see how much damage he does to us. Oh, it doesn't look like he hits... I don't want to speak too soon, but it doesn't look like he actually hits us too much, which is good. Hey, there we go. We defeated the Knight of Varlamore. Whew, that was the main bit I was a little bit worried about. But we should be good now to finish up the rest of the quest. And there is the Twilight's Promise quest completed. we now have the ability to use the birds to travel around Varlamore, and the most important thing from this quest really is that we have unlocked the teleport to Civitas Illa Fortis. We don't quite have the magic level to use that yet, but once we do, that's going to be great. It means that I can stop using my cash to take charter ships there, because that is getting quite expensive and rather annoying, so we can now teleport once we get the magic level. And the only other thing to mention about this quest is that it is a requirement to complete the Perilous Moons quest, so we are one step closer to being able to do that and kill the Perilous Moons bosses. So the next thing I want to do now that I have 43 prayer is the tackle organised crime minigame. This minigame involves finding gang meetings all over Great Kourend and killing the gangsters and gang bosses, and the gangsters range from level 45 to 50, whilst the gang boss ranges from level 76 to 83. Most of the locations that the gang members spawn in are multi-way combat, which is why I wanted to get the protection prayers before trying this, and there are three main things that I'll be looking for whilst doing the minigame. The first is intelligence reports. The gang leader will always drop these, and gangsters also have a 1 in 5 chance of dropping them as well. They can be turned into Captain Engineer for a training manual, which will give XP in my choice of either HP, attack, strength, or defense XP. The second thing that I'll be chasing from these guys is the rune scimitar. This will be a nice upgrade from the adamant one that I'm currently using, and it drops from gangsters at a rate in 1 in 80, making this the easiest way for me to obtain one. This will make training my melee stats much faster, and it didn't make sense to keep training melee with just an adamant scimitar if I could just get a rune one so easily. The final thing that I'm looking for from this minigame is planks. Gangsters drop 10 to 20 oak planks at a rate in 1 in 6.4, 5 to 10 teak planks at a rate of 1 in 8.5, and 4 to 8 mahogany planks at a rate in 1 in 12.8. This is huge for me, as these drops are all noted, so I can stock up on construction XP without needing to spend all my money at a sawmill, and it means that I can get a stockpile of them and do it all in one go as well. You might have noticed things are getting a bit cluttered with all the random event outfits that I'm getting. I've got the mine top and boots, the lederhosen legs, and the beekeeper legs and boots. I've also got all the zombie outfit, or most of the zombie outfit, in the fancy dress box in my house, but the fancy dress box I currently have can only store 2 sets, so I want to train my construction up to level 62, which will allow me to store 4 different outfits, and that will free up some inventory space for me. So I'm going to go and find some gangsters and try and kill them, and hope that I don't die. The gang bosses do use range while the gangsters use melee, so I can't pray against both at the same time. I'm not sure if I can safe spot some of them or get some of them trapped behind others so I don't have to get hit by range the melee at the same time, but we're going to go and find out and see how this goes. So we have found a organised crime meeting, and we are going to see how this goes. I don't know if I can safe spot them. I'm going to have to turn protect melee on here, and the gangster boss can have either melee or ranged. I think it looks like he's got some knives, but he's not attacking me. It looks like even though it's multi, actually, they can't all attack me. Oh, now he is. We need to deal with that, I think. Oh, God. This is not going to go well. Oh, God. He's doing a lot of damage. Okay, maybe we're safe here from him? Jesus. He's hitting 12s and 11s. That's not great. Let's kill a couple of these, see if we can sort of slowly lure them in between these 2 beds and see if we can get super spooned with a rune scimitar, or if not, just a bunch of noted planks would be nice. So we got 13 note planks, and we got the intelligence as well, actually. I need to move out of that. Oh my god. And I run out of prayer points. This probably won't end well for me then. I'm going to see if I can finish off this guy. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. We're on 1 piece of food, no prayer, and the gangster leader is in there. He's shredding me with his knives, and we've had to lure this lone gangster out. Hopefully we can finish this guy and get more than 13 oak planks from this. I thought this would go a lot smoother than it has, so I don't really know. We're going to have to come up with a better plan than this, because this is painful. Either that, or we're just going to have to scout out gangsters that don't have a guy that uses ranged as the boss, because I think that's what's really screwing me up here. Yeah, I don't think I want to risk trying to kill either of the other 2 now, to be honest. We got 13 oak planks, 79 compost. I think I'm just going to drop this, to be honest, but I'm going to go and see if we can get some more food, restore our prayer, and then find another set of gangsters to kill. Right, we've got another organised crime. The problem is that the gang boss, again, has some steel knives, so I'm going to try and find a way to kill them 1 by 1 if possible. Let's see if I can run around this corner and see whether that works. Looks like that's going to work a little bit better here. So we can take on these 4 1 by 1 and then try and drag some of these over. So we'll see if we can get any of the drops that we want. Okay, so we have got some mahogany planks, some teak planks, more compost, and we actually have got a hard clue scroll. I don't think we're going to be able to do it, but we'll check the step out quickly. No, that is behind the PvP arena. So I'm going to try and drag some of these other gangsters over and see if we can get anything that we actually want. It looks like we can actually kill all of the gangsters and trap the gang boss around the corner here. He's going to wander off. I don't have enough prayer points, unfortunately, to be able to pray ranged and kill him as well. But that's okay, because he actually has a lower chance of dropping the rune scimitar anyway. And we're getting some planks and some intelligence off the gangsters already. So that is going to be the last one of these ones that I'm going to be able to kill. We're using the cows to our advantage here to body block some of these gangsters while we're safe spotting them. Let's see if we get any of the drops we're looking for. And just some coins from that guy. Let's go and find some more gangsters. I think what I'm probably going to do actually is I'm going to go turn this intelligence in so I can get the XP reward books just to free up some inventory space. So I'll go hand those in now. We'll find another let of gangsters and we'll see if we can get the rune scimitar that we're after. So we are here back at Captain Engineer and we are going to turn these in for the training manuals. And we can read these and we can choose between attack, strength, defense and HP XP. And I think I'm probably just going to go for the HP XP because I did skip out on some HP levels earlier on and it's also the slowest one to train. So I think we are just going to put all of these onto HP, and I don't know if we're going to get a level, but hopefully by the end of this grind, we'll get a couple of HP levels. So that is all of those turned in. No level just yet, but we are going to go and find some more gangsters. We have found another set of gangsters, and this one's going to be a little bit tricky because it doesn't look like there's any particularly good safe spots. So I am just going to try and stand behind these bushes and attack. It looks like the gang boss actually is using melee this time, so we might be okay. And I don't think they can actually get me from these bushes, so I think actually I don't need to pray at all for this one. So we're going to carry on and see if we can get ourselves a rune simi. No rune scimitar this time, but we are stocking up on planks very slowly, and we are just going to continue onwards. I'll probably stop including clips unless we actually get something decent, but for now, I'm going to go sell these black items for a bit of GP, and we're going to go find some more gangsters. So we are just sitting here waiting for the next set of gangsters to spawn in this building, and we just got a Gravedigger event, and that is actually the final pieces of the zombie set. The rest is deposited in our house, and we have both of the zombie emotes. So that now means that every time we get a Gravedigger event from now on, we will be getting an XP lamp, which is guaranteed Slayer XP, which is super nice. I do just need to go and deposit this in my house at some point soon, though, because we are running out of space drastically. So I'm just going to store the rest of the zombie outfit in here, and we have one more slot, so I am just going to deposit the top and the boots, just because that is taking up the most inventory space at the moment. So there we go. We can now only store rest of the mime parts in the chest until we upgrade the chest, and then we can unlock another 2 slots, which will be used for the Lederhosen and the Beekeeper outfit. And then the only other one that I can get is the camo outfit. I can get the shade robes, but not from a random event. I'd actually have to go and hunt them down. Stelba gets super rare, and we can't get the frog costume because we can't spend our frog tokens. So we'll upgrade this, and then we'll have to get one more upgrade eventually in the future. But for now, we're going to go turn in these intelligence reports and find some more gangsters. Just turning in some more intelligence, and this is actually going to get us a HP level when we do this. So that is level 53 HP. 57 combat, we're going to turn more into HP. Still no rune scimitar, but onwards with the grind. Oh my god, we just got the rune scimitar. I was really just zoned out because we've killed so many of these gangsters without getting one. That is going to be a massive upgrade from the adamant scimitar that we currently have been using. And I will probably put something up on screen now to show just how many of these gangsters and gang bosses that we have killed. But that is a nice upgrade. It means we can actually train our melee stats up above 40 without feeling like we're wasting our time. We're going to finish off the rest of these gangsters, see how many planks we can get. We are up to 237 oak, 131 teak, 72 mahogany. And after this, we'll go and start training our construction level with all these planks and see what level we can get up to. So we're just doing a little bit of an inventory cleanup before we work on construction. And we're going to turn in these training manuals. That's going to get us to level 55 hit points. I'm going to whack this one probably on strength actually, just to get us a little bit of the way there, up to 50 strength. And we're going to go and sell the adamant scimitar and the black plate skirt to a general store because we don't need those anymore. We are getting a little bit cluttered again with the random event outfits. We've still got the camo top here and the lederhosen shorts And we've got the beekeeper outfit here, so that's going to have to be dealt with at some point in the near future. But I'm going to go find a general store, sell this stuff, and then we can just unnote these planks at a bank and go and train our construction. I have got 88 gold bars from doing this. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with them yet. I was thinking of saving them to make myself an amulet of strength or amulet of power, but that crafting level is quite a ways away for me at the moment, so I don't know whether I'll just use them up for some crafting XP. But we'll see what we do. I'll probably just hold on to them for now. But we're going to go and train some construction. There's level 45 construction coming in. Level 46 construction. So we actually just missed ourselves getting level 47 construction. But I've just realised I should probably come in here and build some more of the storage options. So we are going to build the armor case space first of all. And this is going to be useful because it can store things such as the farmer's outfit, the hunter guild outfit, Shazian armor sets, the Sunfire fanatic armor, and Zerakan robes. So we're going to build that for the future. We're also going to build the magic wardrobe spot, and this is going to be able to store things like the Bruma torch if we get one of those, mystic robes, mulch fishing rods, the pyromancer outfit, warm gloves, and ancestral if we ever get that far and obtain a piece of that. We will unlock the ability to build ourselves a treasure chest space in one more level at level 48 construction. However, I don't know when we're actually going to be able to complete a clue, so it might not be that useful, but it'll be nice to have just in case we do manage to get a clue that has some steps that we can complete. The other things in this room are the cape rack, which isn't particularly useful for me, but we can't build that until level 54. And then there is also the toy box space, which is completely useless to us as we can't really get any of the holiday event items because most of them you buy from Django. But other than that, we are done with all the teak planks. I don't think we're actually going to get enough XP out of these oak planks to be able to move on to the mahogany. So we might need to go and get some more construction supplies. We'll see what level we come out to at the end. And that is going to get us level 48 construction. We can now come into our costume room and we are going to build the treasure chest space. Not particularly useful, but it's nice to have the option if we do manage to complete a clue. We've not really got very many oak planks left, so I don't think we're going to get another level, but I'm going to use these up and then we'll decide what we're going to do next. So I've just been having to think before I use up all of the planks that I've got in case there's anything else that I want to build in my house. And I think what we're actually going to do is build ourselves a workshop. This will cost us 10,000 coins. And the main reason why I want to build this is for all of the tool slots. And we can currently build up to tier 3 of the tool slots, I believe. So we're just going to build the first one here, tool store 1. And this is going to be useful just for convenience, sort of a quality of life. If I want to grab some tools, I don't need to go and run all over Zeah to pick up random spawns or trade random shops. So the first set of tools will give us access to a saw, a hammer, a chisel, and secateurs. And then we're going to build the second one as well. And that is going to give us access to a bucket, a knife, a spade, and a tinderbox if we ever need any of those. And I think we can build the third one as well here. That's going to be giving us access to a brown apron, a glass blowing pipe, and a needle. Not the most useful one, but it might be handy in the future. And I think we can build one more, the tool store number 4, and that is going to give us access to all of the molds that we could ever want. So that's going to give us an amulet mold, a necklace mold, a ring mold, a holy mold, a bracelet mold, and a tiara mold. And there is only one more set of tools that I can build, but I don't quite have the level for it yet. It needs level 55 construction, and that one gives us access to a rake, a spade, a gardening trowel, a seed dibber, a watering can, and a pair of secateurs, which I'm not too bothered about really, because I can just go to the farm shop and they're all super cheap, and I can just store them in the leprechaun anyway. But I thought it'd be quite nice to just have all of those tools available to us if we ever need to grab them really quickly for anything. It means we don't need to go hunt down those specific items from random places on Zeah. I can just come to my house and pick them up when I need them. But other than that, we have 9 more oak planks to use up, so I'm going to use those up now, and then again we will decide what we're going to do after that. So for some reason I thought that we needed to get level 50 construction to use mahogany planks because I was going to build mahogany chairs, but I've just double checked and we can actually build mahogany bookcases at level 40 construction, so that's good news. It means that I can go use up all of the mahogany planks that I've got. So we are going to build some bookcases and see if we can get another level or 2 off of these. And there is level 49 construction, and And that is going to be the last of our mahogany planks used up. We are currently level 49 and we are 6.3k off of 50. I think what I'm going to go and do is just do a quick game of Winter Todd, and that should hopefully get me the construction level I need. I think I need to repair the brazier another 35 times or something, so I can probably squeeze that out in one game of Winter Todd. It might be a little bit awkward now that we've got higher HP levels, because they still have not introduced the warmth meter into the game yet, but I'm going to go and see how that goes and see if we can just round that up to a nice even 50 construction. So we should be able to repair this final brazier here. And that is going to be level 50 construction, which is very nice. This has been pretty rough with 55 HP and trying to do it with lobsters. So I haven't really spent any time chopping and trying to drag the games out and get the max rolls on the supply crates. I've just basically been running around lighting and repairing braziers just to get the level. So I'm going to finish up this game and then we will see what happens next. So we are going to open this supply crate and see if we get anything nice. We got a second pair of warm gloves, some more burnt pages that we can put in our Tome of Fire, some new logs, which I'm just going to sell to the shop, and some irrit seeds, which I believe I can just pop in the seed box. Other than that, though, we do now have level 50 construction, which will allow us to build a portal room in our house. This is great because it allows us to build portals to the Arceus Library, the Battlefront, Kourend Castle, and Civitas Illifortis. The problem we have is that we don't have all of the magic levels yet for those teleports, and also the portal room itself costs 100k, which I am quite far away from at the moment. It still doesn't resolve our issue of having too many random event outfits in our inventory though. We would need level 62 construction to store any more of them, and that's going to be a long grind, and the problem is only going to get worse the more that we play and the more random events we get. There are also some other goals that I want to work on, so we're going to need to figure out what order to prioritize things in, but that will all need to wait until the next episode because we're going to wrap things up here. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please leave a like and a comment, hit subscribe to keep up to date with the series, and I'll see you all next time.